Hi, it's Legionero back with another video. I would like to say welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel and everyone who keeps coming back each time I post a new video. So I'm playing around with ChatGPT today. I want to try and make some sewing images. Now I've made sewing images in the past. They've turned out okay. Not always perfect, but you do get an image every now and then that you like. Recently, there are a lot of people making videos. I made one on my planner channel about how to make clip art sets in ChatGPT. And one of the clip art sets I made, or several of them, are sewing images, but I wasn't really satisfied with the images that I was getting. Not just with sewing images, but regular images also. So I was doing research and playing around, and I did find someone's video where they had ChatGPT write their prompts for them, and then they created the image one at a time. So with clip art sets, you get a sheet of images. And I found with the sheet of images that I was getting that they weren't what I was looking for. I'm trying to find an example here so you can see them. So I've done a bundle in pink, and these look great on the surface. But see right here, that even though we know that's a pile of fabric, it looks wonky, right? I've done purple. Let's see, I've done red. And some of them came out really well. I think the pink ones came out the best. And I did some other clip art sets as well. But when I found that I was going over to Canva, let me show you in Canva what I've been doing. So I would bring these over to Canva, and then I would just, there's several different ways that you can separate these images. And I use Canva Pro. They do have a free account on Canva. You can take it and drag it, just to get one image on one sheet. But with this, since the images are so close together, you still sometimes end up with some of the other images on there. This one did pretty good. Now we'll remove the background, and you could turn this into a sticker, and you could do that for the entire sheet. There's several other ways that you can separate images as well. If I go over here to edit, then shadows, outline, change the outline to white. Now I have a sticker, right, that I can put in my planner, because that's basically what I do with these images. I do sell images. I'm trying to get back to my original state. I do sell images. I'll show you all the images that I sell, but anywho, but what I found is I was spending a lot of time separating the images. So I would go in and separate these images one by one, which again, these are really cute. I love these images. But I've just been trying to get better quality images. I was trying to see how I could make them bigger for you to see, but for some reason my little slider thing is not down here. Maybe it is. There it is. So like some of these images, like I said, I think the pink ones are the best ones that I got so far. So these are some good images. I don't know if they're good enough for me to sell. I'm somewhat of a perfectionist when it comes to this. Like this right here, you don't really know what that is. We can make something up, but we can say it's like patterns or something like that. But her holding fabric, and of course her, I would upscale these images, do everything I would need to do before I would sell them. So like the pink came out really well, but see like how this ruler looks funny on this end. So I was doing a lot of work to separate images and put them on different, pages by themselves and different things like that. I like her writing in the book, but see how her hands are funny looking. But anyway, I think you get the gist of what I'm talking about. So, what I did, I'm trying to get cleaner images. And I've been doing clip art images for like the last week and a half, 2 weeks. After I saw this method by allowing ChatGPT to write my prompts for me, and me creating one image at a time. Takes longer, but I'm way more satisfied with the quality that I've gotten. So here's my store, my digital download store. So these images here that I've been getting are so much better, and this is by me letting ChatGPT write my prompts for me and me creating images one at a time. So way better, cleaner images. So as I was getting these, I decided, well, let me go and give ChatGPT a try again with sewing images. So wrote this prompt here, and I'll link it in the description box below of what I wanted in these images. And I asked ChatGPT to generate 20 image prompts for me, and it did. I have not tried these prompts. I don't know what they're going to look like. You're coming along with me for the first time doing this. So it wrote 20 prompts for me. And then because ChatGPT knows me and knows what I do, it gives me options on what it could do next. So I said, turn this into a single reusable master prompt. So this is the master prompt, and all I would do is fill in what type of outfit, what type of hairstyle, what type of pose or activity, sewing accessories, right? That's a master prompt. It also gives me negative things to avoid, to tell ChatGPT to avoid for the images. Gives me options on how I can use the template. Then it, asked me what I wanted to do next. I asked it to write my pay hip listing descriptions and titles. It does that for me. Then I said build a sewing activities only. Gave me a list of sewing activities only that I could add in my prompt. Also, a bundle with clip art plus affirmations. So I got sewing affirmations in here. I think there's one other thing I did. Oh, I asked for more affirmations for with sewing. And then I think I said, pair each affirmation with a specific sewing activity. So it did that for me. It gave me the affirmation and the sewing activity. So I was in here having a ball last night. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab the first prompt here and copy it. And I'm going to click images over here in ChatGPT because that's their new image. Was not really new, but it's been out for a couple months now. But you get better images when you go to images to create your image. So I'm just going to paste that prompt there and see what I get. This version of ChatGPT that creates images is much slower. So I'll come back and let you know what I got. All right, and here we go. Here's the first image, and I already like it. There are some things like here, I guess that could be fabric. There's a little tape, what do we call that, measuring tape thingy hanging there. The thread looks pretty good. I don't know if that's an apple or a pin cushion. But this is what I asked it for. Pink wrap dress, waist tie, ankle boots, long knotless braids, Well, this is based on the prompts that ChatGPT gave me. Her activity, she's seated at a modern sewing machine, stitching fabric, accessory sewing machines, thread spools, fabric pieces. So yeah. And then the vibe is calm, focused, creator. So I like this. Let's try another one. All right, and here's the next prompt on the list. Cute. I really, really like it. Dusty rose jumpsuit with rose sleeves and sneakers. Curly, voluminous afro. Cutting fabric on a cutting table. The accessories are fabric bolt, rotary cutter, sewing mat, ruler, and the vibe is hands-on and confident maker. So yeah, I think I got pretty much what the prompt asked for. So I'll just keep making these to see how I like them. Again, it's AI, so nothing is going to come out absolutely perfect, but I mean, it's nice. It's nicer than some of the other things that I've been getting. All right, so here's the next one. This one was pink blazer over fitted pants and flats. Let's see, sleek short ball faded haircut, measuring fabric length, measuring tape, folded fabric, notebook are the accessories. The vibe is precision and professionalism. I like it. I like it. Now with these images, some of them are a little, let me see if I can just demonstrate what I'm trying to say. But what I would do, I would just go through the rest of these prompts. I think it gave me 20 prompts. I think that's what I asked for. Then I would take it over to Canva, remove the background. I'm just going to grab one of these because it's the size that I need. These are some couple images I made. These are all on my store. Let's see. Add a page. Uploads. Go to my downloads folder. Grab the image. All right. Right click and replace background. So now I'm going to click on it and I'm going to do background remover. But you see how this does. So these images here, you know, like this part up here is good, but down here I would probably have to do some extra steps. I could do edit and then magic eraser, and then I could erase some of the stuff down here. But I don't want to erase everything, right? I would want these fabric bolts under the table. So sometimes images like this are hard to get with PNG. Now, you can ask ChatGPT to do a transparent background, and it will. All you would do is just add transparent background somewhere in your prompt, right? Probably here. After sewing entrepreneur, you could do transparent background. So after I would take those to Canva and do transparent background, I would then take it over to Artistly, and I would do what I've done with these images is upscale them and make them 300 DPI, because that's what people want. They want their images to be 300 DPI. Artistly is a AI generator. I feel like it's way more than that, but it's a one-time payment. You have it for a lifetime. So I'm scratching the surface on this and learning so much every day about Artistly. But that's how I get my upscaled images and my 300 DPI. But yeah, like I said, I'll link the initial prompt where I asked for the 20 images in the description box below, and let me know what you think. Let me know if you're gonna try this method to make yourself some sewing images. All right, I'll see you in the next video.